Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen Senpai, and I'm so excited to get back to The Cure. I honestly love this band so much. When I first listened to them, I saw the way that they look, the aesthetic, the vibe, the energy it was giving, very much how I feel. I feel like I come off very, I guess, intimidating when people don't know me. I'm very like, stoic and just kind of calm. And people think, oh my gosh, she's probably the meanest person, whatever. It's not until I kind of show my insides that everyone realizes, like, oh, she's just this very goofy, sensitive person. And this is what I felt. I felt like with the cold, it's not always that it looks can be very deceiving. And I did mention in my reaction that they're kind of. Body language, the charisma that they were giving off, it felt very much like, okay, very like obviously that gothic kind of aura, that very like melancholic kind of feel. And then you're listening to them like, this is some sweet, sensitive music, you know. I think a lot of you even mentioned that the couple that was dancing, I think I was like saying couple goals. Apparently they're married, which I thought was amazing, but it described me to a T. I am very goofy and also very quiet and shy and very, very insecure, but on the inside, I have a lot I can definitely spill my guts, and there's a lot of darkness in there. I just don't know how to let it out. So, listening to The Cure was really a fun ride. I don't know why. I felt like I connected to it very well. I guess you haven't noticed, I love very dark aesthetic. Everything in my closet is black, so I was like, you know what? I'm feeling this. This kind of sad, very like deep kind of music. It really called to me. But if that wasn't already apparent, I did enjoy it very much. So that's why we're here today with this one. We're listening to Pictures of You. Again, sorry for the rambling. I don't know. There was something about the last video that I was like, I need more as soon as possible. So with that being said, let's get started with today's video. Feels a lot more hopeful. I don't know if that's the right word for this. I could already tell this is like a good road trip song too. Love the chimes or what the hell is that? Is that Bigfoot? Hello? Is this only instrumental? Almost feels like we're kind of drunk a little. the, like, 2 sides of the happy instruments with, like, the saddest lyric ever. Oh, describes me so well.
Remembering you, standing quiet in the rain, as I ran to your heart to be near, and we kissed as the sky fell in, holding you close. How I always held close in your fear. Remembering you, running soft
You.
through the night. You were bigger, brighter, wider than snow. Scream at the make-believe, screamed at the sky. And you finally found all your courage to let it all go.
Mm. It also looks freezing wherever they are. Okay, I wanted to find a good part to stop. I didn't want to the second verse to start. I was just very much enjoying the guitars doing their thing. What I really love. I mentioned this in my intro about The Cure is when they write their music, it is very much like what people think, like, oh, people with like a darker aesthetic or alternative style, gothic lifestyle. They think that, oh my gosh, you guys are demented, you guys are depressing, this, and this, or satanic, whatever, but it's completely misunderstood. I feel like this kind of genre of music speaks so well to people who have, little black hearts who kind of feel like very you feel like alive with the music. You have this incredible guitar and you're smiling, and on the inside you're all of these things. You have all of these things ailing you, and this music is a means to kind of put it all out there, like a little extra vision of what's going on inside your mind. But on the outside you might look a little intimidating with your dark clothes and your the makeup and all of that, so people might be misunderstanding who you are, when at the end of the day you just want to be loved. You're very sensitive and you have all these things and you can be incredibly poetic. But this calls to me so well because I feel like my little black soul feels so alive listening to this, and then it's so sad at the same time. It's like, two sides of the stone, and that's how I feel all the time. I'm very open about my mental health struggles, and I get super deep in my community about it. But then, I'm happy, go lucky, whatever. I'm smiling and laughing, and everyone's like, "Oh, I had no idea you were going through all of these things." I'm like, "Well, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. It's not, hi, how are you? I'm clinically depressed. It's not a good way to introduce yourself." But I think this speaks to me because it's like all the things that I feel that I don't ever think about, and they have it overlaid with this really, the music feels hopeful. Like it's not all going to be you get like a little light at the end of the tunnel, almost like it feels very hopeful. You feel like a little youthful. It makes you feel a little bit lighter, like all of the things that you're holding on to don't feel as heavy. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe there is no way to explain. It's just something you just got to feel. Like you just got to be there. You just got to feel it for yourself to be able to understand, and you can't really put it to words. But yeah, I don't know, I love them so much for that. It's so beautiful and sad and everything, at the same time. But anyways, I'm gonna go back a little because I know we're getting to the end of that guitar and we're starting this first, but I don't wanna miss a thing, so let's continue.
Remembering you, falling into my arms, crying for the death of your heart. You were stone
It's almost like he's just kind of like dancing and singing through the heartbreak.
Looking so long at these pictures of you, and never hold on to your heart. Looking so long for the words to be true, but always just breaking apart. My pictures of you.
Hmm. Also, that bass consistently throughout was a nice, nice little rhythm. Just dance through the pain. Been there many times. Oh.
There was nothing in the world that I ever wanted more than to feel you deep in my heart. There was nothing in the world that I ever wanted more than to never feel the breaking apart. My pictures of you.
It was so many feelings all at once. Is just such a weird, like, I don't know how to put into words. I don't even know if there's, like I mentioned, words to even put to that. Like, it feels so sad, but also hopeful and free at the same time. Almost like we're kind of coping with this heartbreak, and instead of kind of dwelling on the what ifs, because that's what we did the whole time is kind of dwell on like, if I would have said this, maybe I wouldn't be breaking these pictures of you, kind of reflecting on these memories of a happier time of when they were still together and kind of like, why did I do this? Why is this way? You know, kind of, we've all been there. It's super relatable, but the instrumentals kind of felt like more hopeful. Like, we are going to kind of say that we're feeling this way because we got to accept, it's, we can't be in denial. We got to say these things out loud to be able to kind of like move on, but the instruments kind of make it feel like hopeful, like it's all gonna be okay. And you see him kind of like dancing along, and it's also not like, oh, he's super happy. Like, he's kind of dancing, but with that sad, look in his eyes still. Which is all you can do is kind of dance through the pain. Like, what else are we gonna do? Be sad forever? Like, dwell on this breakup until the day that we die? No, we're gonna be sad in the moment, progressively get better. Time is gonna heal a lot of these wounds, but in the meantime, we're just kind of like saying how we feel, dancing through it, and then just kinda, like, throwing some snowballs, being a little silly with the guys, and just kind of like, "Oh, shit happens. It is what it is." But, I feel like it's a feeling that is so strange because you see it, and, even though all of that other stuff is not being said, it's very much about the pictures of you. You feel it. It's this unspoken kind of feeling that you get when you're watching this video. It's very, also disorienting. It almost feels like we have these beer goggles, like we're a little bit drunk, and there was that person in like a snow, like a polar bear suit. It's a very odd setting, but I feel like the cold, it almost feels like that. Like when you are going through heartbreak and when you're in rock bottom, you kind of feel like you're getting this like cold shoulder, this like coldness kind of coming over you, like this kind of like weird feel, this gloomy sort of chill. So I don't know if that was part of it. And then the disorienting edit with the camera, and it almost felt like we were walking drunk to the bathroom or something. That also feels like that feeling where you're just like, you don't know where you're going, but you're kind of just like still walking through and trying to process everything at the same time. But I thought it was, really interesting in my last reaction where I was like, that is not what I was expecting the Cure to gonna sound like watching, looking at the thumbnails and then seeing, the aesthetic of the band. And then when it all starts, you're like, whoa, this is completely different. It kind of catches you off guard, but in a really good way because I feel like it represents a lot of people who have that kind of alternative taste very well. You get all of these misconceptions of people like, oh God, you're goth, you're this, you're that, you're alternative. You wear your black clothes, blah blah. You must be demented. You must be this and this. When at the end of the day, it's like just like everybody else, sad, sensitive, wanting to be loved. It's just simple. We're still people wanting to exist and feel loved and be loved and going through the same shit that everyone else is going through. Just kind of like the darker things in life, like a little bit of a darker aesthetic and maybe some heavier music, but I really, really enjoy The Cure. I don't know, it's just something that I feel like I've needed to listen to for a really long time, something that I really feel like spoke to me. I just love just I don't know, I feel youthful, I feel alive, and like I mentioned in one of my pauses, we all have these awful things that are ailing us, these traumas, these things that maybe you're probably going through right now, but listening to this, it kind of lightens the load a little bit. Like it makes it feel less heavy. Like you're not carrying everything on your shoulders. You're like, oh, okay, I'm not alone in this. And it kind of like it helps that the music is really, really easy on the ears where you're just like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna be okay. Kind of like a little hug, a weird little dark, warm hug. But anyways, I really appreciated this. A lot of requests for this one right after I did my last Cure reaction. I did see quite a bit more in the comments for more songs from The Cure that you want me to listen to. So don't worry, I'm not done whatsoever with this journey. So we're gonna continue to listen to these very regularly. So if you don't want to miss the journey, be sure to leave a thumbs up on this one. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss my videos ever again. If you want to join us on the conversation, I do live stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We dissect so much music. We are super close knit. We get really deep and a little silly over there. But if you want to talk to us in real time, I would love to get to know you guys over there on Twitch. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next video. In the meantime, take care of yourself and each other. Remember, I love you so much, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.